Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our Square Technology. I'm your host Ryan, and let's get ready to SolidWorks. Happy Hump Day. A much preferred day, middle of the week, closer to Friday, so I'll take it. And we're continuing on with the Apple logo, so with that, let's jump in as we have a lot more reference geometry to make happen. Alright folks, here we go. Seatbelt fast and let's get back into it. So we're working on these bottom radius apple bottom jeans right here. Now this is our center point here. So from our center point, let's clean some of this up a little bit. This is this right here is a radius. This architectural drawing is quite unique to mess with here. So let's see, we'll do a center line. That's going to be not even sure that's truly, it's like an excess dimension, but hey, so be it. It's gonna go out like this. Make sure. Okay, now I see what it's. Well, I see what that's doing. I see what that's doing. These are radial center point callouts here. But what's interesting is there's literally a point that doesn't relate to a radius, circle, anything, it seems. Just kidding. There it is. Okay. Wow. There are dimensions stacked on dimensions stacked on dimensions. And I left a link in the last video where this image is so you can follow along, so you can see just how busy this drawing is. It's got so many dimensions there inside the part as well. Okay, so this one here, 280 off of that. So check this out. We actually gotta go from here to here. This is gonna be 1480 plus 6480 plus 280, enter, and then from, sorry, this is the center point here. What was I thinking? Apologies for that. So this is going to be 1430 plus a teeny little 150. Nope, just kidding. No 150. This one is straight off of 1430. Okay. Wow, these are tight dimensions in here. That is the locator radius on this side of the apple. This is so wild. And from here, we're going to do this. We're going to make another one. These are very close together. So we'll start with the y dimension on this one. This one is 1430. Just major coordinate system 150 plus 820. Okay, and then this. We can literally reference off of this. If we did this right, 280. Very close. Messy drawing, I know, very messy. Try to clarify this for y'all here just a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Control S, we want to save our coordinates progress here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. These are 3 radial reference points. Let's get this one on this side here. There's most definitely going to be a part 3 to this, if not part 4. Because again, I am taking a more technical route. And hopefully a more precise route. I have found, however, a flaw in the dimension here, which I could be wrong, but so far something didn't add up to where we had a straight line, whereas in the drawing it shows this is a continuous curve to this point. So, may have messed up, we'll see. Now, this one here, off of the Y, is just shy, so this one will be about here. We're gonna click OK. Let's actually reverse that. We don't want those to be equal. So this one's 1430 plus just 150. So slightly bigger. And clicking OK there. And then our X dimension out from, we have to go off of this one here. This is going to be a fairly sizable dimension. This is going to be 1480 plus 6480 plus 280 plus 5050. Wow. Wow. Pretty crazy there. Okay. And I think we need to do this one. Okay, so there's another center line that comes out here. Got it. Okay, so this one is in fact in line, which means I only have to dimension my X. That one's going to be somewhere about here. And this one is a dimension of 3470. This one technically goes like way down here. This one goes clear up here. Oh, that one just can stay on that side. Any way you want to do it. As long as they're staggered in one direction or another. Save that. Okay. That's all our radius of the apple parts. So let us try to make the left side from this. So the first radius is this one here. So something like this, and then I need to take this, make it coincident to that. I know this is crazy right now. We're going to drag this out. Then we're going to join these two, merge. But then I feel like it's got a tangent relation. And we're going to leave this infinite for now. With a radius. Oop. Let's not grab that point there. A radius of 10, 9, 5, 0. Really? So it's not per se tangent. Well, then let's eliminate our tangent relation and see what happens. We'll take this dimension and go to other and unselect driven. Go back to value, click OK. And let's make it what the drawing says, 10, 950. Invalid geometry. Okay, so you don't like that. Okay, it's fine. Let's simply delete this. It's almost as if this should be a spline, but I won't do it that way. Not yet. Oh, 10, 950. Wow. That would explain a lot right there. $6,480. It's only back $280 from that. Let's check our math on this. 1480 plus 6,480 plus 280. I mean, arguably, those do not even come close. Now, keep in mind this bottom radius, 2710, 3660. We're going to have a lot of tuning up to do. Most definitely. This is a very, very busy drawing for sure. So let's take a look at, let's remove this dimension here, as I believe it relates, yeah, right in line with that. And I'll stack it the original way they had it. So that's going to underdefine this, which is fine, because then we'll take this and this. And this should be 1480 plus 4960, 4960. No change. Okay. So, for this radius to be what it is, it can't. It's too far out. I mean, without drawing a horrible line here, it will not allow it. I would have to do a spline to get that to do it, but I don't want to use a spline. So, because what happens is there are other methods of construction where you draw a bunch of circles to do this. But I'm finding it more unique and challenging to, say, draw them as bottom up. So, for example, if I take this point here, and we do 2710 times 2, okay, and then if I just take this here, and we do 10,950 times 2. Yeah, they don't add up. Further, if we might as well go, because this bottom circle, they have the exact same, so we could do this and this are equal. This is kind of so far a checking of what's going on, and I'll make them constructions so we don't confuse them here. And let's grab this radius up here, right? So the next circle is this, and we'll do a smart dimension here of this, of 5190 times 2, of course, because that's a radius and a dimension. Yeah, it's quite okay. Leave it as is, because you would have to do something like this, and then something to this effect, and then it would have to shift up. Yes, I know you don't like this. Yeah, we got some radical shift here. So this center point dimension, it's just not adding up. And furthermore, so let's delete this and delete, not this point. We'll delete this line here, because I'll just keep going and show you what's happening here, right? So I made this is a radius, sorry, diameter, if we do it as the circle, of course, 6370. Unless that's supposed to be they added a 0 in front of that, and it was only supposed to be this. Let's check it. Nope. It needs that extra 0. But that puts it way out in space. So folks, as you can see, this is a mess. Just in the initial checking it out. Which is okay. We will solve the problem and get it. But we're out of time, so we'll come back to this next Wednesday where we'll reevaluate some of this bottom dimensions. We'll add some more of the top reference and see if we can work top down and meet somewhere in the middle to tune it up. Until next time, I hope your brain didn't hurt too much from that. Stay tuned next Wednesday. We'll get this more cleaned up and figured out. Until then, take care.